again, and thank you for joining me. I just wanted to record a short video tonight with the help of my brother in Texas. He's helped me give me some advice in terms of what I need for recording things, and so I'm trying out a new camera, trying out a new microphone. Hopefully the sound works out okay. Please let me know in the comments if you can't hear me, if the volume's wrong. There's lots of adjustments here, and I'm still very new at this, so your patience is greatly appreciated, and as are your comments always. I've had some interesting conversations with some of you in the comments, and topics that I think are worth exploring in greater detail. But for tonight, what I wanted to do was just tell you a little bit about how my players are responding to this new obsession that I have about improving roleplay in the game, and it's been a bit of a surprise because I was expecting a little more pushback from players. They're happy with, in general, I think they're happy with how things have been for the last several years. But I've been really surprised at what's happened, and we're about 4 weeks into my crusade to be more immersive, to be more of an actual role player. And of those 4 weeks, 2 of them, it hasn't been universally successful, but I've had 2 players, one in particular, one of my longest players, contacted me and said that he had what he felt was the best experience in the game for as long as he could remember, and it was when we were very, very much in character the whole session, as much as we could. Lots of things happened, and so I would say, for those of you that, I hesitate to give advice because I'm still experimenting on this, so I don't hold myself out as some kind of sage on the hill that can solve all problems. I'm still very much looking into what will work or what could work, and but that said, when we actually tried it and we stayed with it, and I explained to them that I think this is going to be a much deeper and more memorable experience, that has happened so far. Hopefully we won't run into a situation where players get kind of tired of it. I don't think so. I don't think that's likely to happen, but at any rate, I've been very, very pleased and surprised, pleasantly surprised, that a focus on roleplay isn't perhaps as hardcore as it's sometimes labeled. I was in another city recently celebrating a major accomplishment of a family member, and in that occasion I was introduced to someone who also, this is my son, he knows my son, and it turned out, he asked me, so what, tell me about yourself. So I gave him the elevator pitch of who I am, and he asked, what's your hobbies, what do you like, and I say, well, I really have a passion for tabletop role-playing games. And he's, oh, well, you're a kindred spirit. I have that too. And this is someone who's, I believe, has a semi-regular D&D 5th edition game. And so we were talking about that and talking about how, and I mentioned to him that, well, our current focus is no out-of-character experience during the game. Like that we're going to, and that's a lofty ambition. I did qualify that. I said, don't assume that, that we're perfect at this, but our focus is staying in character as much as possible, being role players, all of us, and not asking questions that pull us out of the world. And his comment, fair enough, his comment was, well, it sounds like you're hardcore, and maybe I am. I mean, that's entirely possible. But the feedback from my players has not been that this is so hardcore, like this is just too much. it hasn't been that at all. It's been, the more we do this, the more we stay in character, the more we actually try to approach the world as if we're there in the game world, in that setting, the easier it is. Not harder. It becomes easier. Now, that's not to say that there aren't challenges, and some of the challenges will be great topics, I suppose, for future videos. And thank you for those in the comments that have asked questions or made comments that that I think will be great subjects for another time. But I just wanted to share that this approach, while certainly a niche approach, is not hardcore in the sense of, oh, this is unobtainium. This is something that you just cannot possibly achieve. That's, if I can do it somewhat successfully, and I'm still very early days, but if we can do it, then those of us that have been so-called role players for decades that haven't actually been role playing that much at all, if we can learn this, I think that it is something it's within the grasp of players that are interested in the hobby. A comment came up recently, or I was thinking about this and said, well, why is it that why am I going down this journey? Like, why am I not just saying, well, it's fun as it is? Why am I looking for something more? And I think that the answer to that is, if it's a hobby you really enjoy, then getting better at it is part of the enjoyment. And I feel very much that way. I feel like if I'm not actively trying to get better at it and not enjoying the effort of improving, then can I really claim that this is a hobby that I really am passionate about? If I had, for example, if I was a golfer, I'm not a golfer, by the way, but not that anyone cares, but if I was a golfer, every time I went out golfing, it wouldn't be just to walk around chasing a little white ball around, what's the saying? Golf is just how you ruin a nice walk on a sunny day. It's not. Those that are passionate about golf, that have it as a real hobby, they're constantly trying to improve. Otherwise, why would they even keep score? And so I think that applies as well to our hobby, the role-playing hobby. If you're really into it, then why wouldn't we want to always improve? And maybe that's why the videos, the plethora of videos about 10 reasons why, or 10 things you must do, or 10 things you must avoid, I think those get a lot of traction because those of us that are really into the hobby want to get better. We're looking for that. We're desperate for it. And so hopefully, as you share your experiences and I share mine, we can have that enjoyment of becoming more proficient at the role play side of this, because I think that more than anything, I think that's what's not hardcore. No, that's what's so engaging, and that's why I think my players so far have been so excited about it. So that's just a quick update. My son pointed out that my last two videos were exactly the same length, 21 minutes and like 5 seconds. And he asked me if I did that on purpose, and I kind of chuckled because I had no idea that that's what I did. It just is some coincidence. But please let me know if the video audio is okay on this. I can make adjustments. And again, really humbled by those of you that have subscribed to my channel. I'm just absolutely speechless. Very, very grateful for those established YouTubers that have pointed some of their viewers my way. I really appreciate that. It's just I'm very, very thankful for all of you that are following along in this journey, and I look forward to engaging with you more in the comments and getting video replies and all that. I suppose that's a thing on YouTube. I don't know. I'm still really new at this, but I do appreciate your engagement. So thank you, and yeah, I'll talk to you again soon. Thanks.